Hey y'all, my name is Phoenix, and in this video we have another Puzzlcrate unboxing. This is the March 2025 box, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Alright, looks like we've got two puzzles in here. Extra sticky peanuts again. Alright, and then our two cards. Is there anything else? Alright, so in this crate we have the Slim Pyraminx. This fun puzzle was invented by the renowned puzzle inventor Evgeny Grigoriev in 2011. It wasn't until recently in 2025 that this mass-produced version was released. It's a modification of a floppy cube to make it look like a flattened pyraminx. Another way to look at it is a Rubik's cheese puzzle with additional tips. It's not too difficult to solve, but it is extremely fun to fidget with, and you can take it wherever you go. Enjoy! And then the other one that we got is the Ancient Coin Cube. Here we have a puzzle that turns in a unique way. The corners can be turned similar to a dino cube, but the centerpieces can be rotated in a circle. This circular center movement resembles a coin, which is where the puzzle gets its name. It was invented by Yu Kang Wu, and like most Chiyu puzzles, this puzzle is a high quality and turns very well. It can take some time to get used to how it turns, but once you do, the coin cube is a joy to play with. So the coin cube, they did actually send in a previous crate, but this is a new version of it that we didn't see until last year. So the coin cube's been around for a while, but this one I was not made aware of until very recently when it was announced on the Cubicle store. Not announced, but just shown. So yeah, that's about it. So we have an instruction manual, but I don't think we're going to be needing that. So let's just set that off to the side. So it's really interesting. I've never really seen anything kind of like this, especially since it's a pyraminx with 5 sides. So I guess I'm just going to scramble it. There's not much for me to really say about this. Alright, I think that's as good a scramble as I'm going to get, so we'll get the tips, and then let's see here. Okay, these two need to be flipped. And there we go. So that is the Slim Pyraminx solved. A very, very easy solve, but I didn't really expect much else. A really neat little puzzle to have, and I did kind of expect to get this at some point. So that's neat. That's the Slim Pyraminx. And then this other one here that I need to pull out a knife to open because it's wrapped in plastic. The Ancient Coin Cube, which did not used to come in this kind of packaging, but now we've got the cube inside wrapped in plastic and plastic box, but box also wrapped in plastic and inside even more plastic. So that's a lot of plastic, so oh well, I guess. Such a mess. I hope it's not super greasy on the inside, because somehow, even after being wrapped up in all this, there's so much extra oil that gets on the puzzle, and it looks like that's going to be what happens, so I better be prepared to wipe this off. I will say though, I do like the way the stickerless version looks. This one's going to be frosted, I know, because the original version of this I think is long gone. Yeah, it is all disgusting and oily, so let me just go ahead and wipe that down real quick. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get. Now, the way that this one moves is you just line up all the circles, and once that happens, you can then turn it along the corners. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different compared to my other one, because as you can see, in fact, I might as well just go ahead and demonstrate. So I already had the original version of the coin cube in black plastic a long time ago, but as you can see, it actually does matter which direction the corner is rotated because of the way the insides are. So the stickerless one's going to be a little bit tougher to solve, but it still should not be that bad. Although, me saying that, that doesn't really matter too much because of the outside. But with that said, let's just go ahead and scramble it up. I think this is going to look pretty nice, so Okay, so with that camera fixed, now we can go ahead and move on to solving it. So yeah, it turns out the inside doesn't matter because the outside's already taken care of. Yeah, that was just wonderful for me. Anyway, so what you want to do here is after you get all the corners lined up, you want to start putting in the little petals, which that's not going to be that difficult. Even if you have cases where there are opposite sides, it's not like the Rex Cube where you really don't want something on the opposite side. It's easy enough to take care of. So it just takes a minute because you're really only solving a little bit at a time, but apart from that, it is very, very simple and can be done relatively quickly. And then the last turn we can do is we can turn both of these up, spin this around, and there we go. So that is the ancient coin cube solved. So yeah, that is pretty much everything for this puzzle crate, so I'll get the other one. So that will do it for the March 2025 puzzle crate video. If you enjoyed this, then please be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more from me in the future, be it cubing or hopefully in the future gaming as well, then please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you do not miss any future uploads. But I think it's time for me to get back into this. So that is it for me for this video. I will see you next time. Farewell.